This is an All Sports Station production.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power. Gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think that if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
On second down, Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit every time I think about Zach Martin and the controversy, air quotes there, about him being picked by the Cowboys because many thought that another player was going to be picked in that spot, but they made the right call in getting Zach Martin. Versatile player, played guard and tackle in college, and uses that versatility to his great advantage in the NFL. Immediately was an all-pro and continues to play to that level.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. And now the defense for Dallas.
Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Joe Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game was we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
First down, Prescott. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Big hit all day. Sack City, baby.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Mike. Here we go. Check, 55, Mike. Check.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep.
A first down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Mixon. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
Toss left to Elliott. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
On second down now, it's Elliott. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Prescott from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
That'll be Frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. From the 22, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So, Brandon, this is just basic football right here because we're getting right down to it. Toss sweep. So for the offense, you're often pulling linemen to get out ahead of your blocker. And if you're the defensive guys, either you meet them with force or you get up underneath them with speed in order to try and finish off the play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
91.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready.
2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Give me some.
A good chance this is four-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Prescott on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott now. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch left. He's tight right there. We got 4. You got that?
2nd and 3. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Check. Watch 54. And let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check 4.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's get this.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10 from the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 9 now. And this is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Room here to run. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Elliott, toss right. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Prescott now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Tight down. There you go.
Now Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Ready.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ready? 60 or.
I'm going to come back to you.
Clear.
Back to you.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
on,
4
set.
yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Finding Green complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I'm coming for you. You're mine. Right. Shoot.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Now back to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Let's go, fellas.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's going to be a long...
They go to Elliott again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Elliott. Andrew Brown there on the stop. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 1st down, Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 26. Go right in. Pick me up. Here we go.
From the 39, Prescott outright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, 39 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Got to do better.
They'll look to throw here. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's got Green. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check right.
They'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 5. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And they're going to speed things up here.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, the 20, 10, 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the car.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.